you've been working with Spike Lee.
Mm-hmm.
Can you just sort of explain how that's been and how it's been adapting to someone who's been, such a big name in basketball but also in filmmaking?
I mean, he's been really easy to work with. Spike Lee's been phenomenal to work with, actually. Because he took our ideas and he'd also researched what we'd already done before he kind of sat down and hunkered down to put together the storyline that he did for My Career this year. And he brings so much authenticity because he's such an NBA fan and such a great storyteller to begin with. So, the story really unfolds in a way that is engrossing and that I think the users will really resonate with in terms of feeling for their own character as well as the characters that are around them. They all actually have personalities, which is, I think it's tough to do for us as video game designers or video game scripters. Creating something that's deep, all the way deep, a world that's completely deep when it comes to kind of an expression is a little tough.
So. NBA 2K has obviously grown so much since the beginning, and we've seen links with players. I mean, you've seen like Hassan Whiteside telling the media that he wants to boost his 2K rating. Is this something that you're going to be doing more and more often, linking with players and trying to sort of adapt the game throughout the season to match the performance levels of the players?
Well, we already do try to match the performance level of the players, but these storylines of specific players, I think that as we stay popular and as we keep being authentic, they'll keep reaching out to us, especially because you'll get the guy that say that doesn't look quite like me, or that move, I don't do that particular move. We get that feedback from the guys, and we immediately try to adapt to it, specifically because we've always been so authentic. And we update it throughout the year as well, which is awesome.
Mm-hmm. You mentioned My Career is such a big thing as well.
Yeah.
Could you just sort of go through some of the changes which you've done to My Career for the camera, and how you feel that's going to boost the performance level for people who are picking up the game?
Well, I like I said in the presentation, I can't really go into the details of what the changes are yet in terms of the mechanics of the game, because that's not quite been announced yet. Spike Lee will lead you through that first year and give you that full storyline, that full, that full, I want to say that satisfying meal is what it is, right? Because people want the story to accompany their games and their progression. And then once we let you free from the story, like we've done in the past, where, we're now you kind of free for all, and we wanted that area of the game to be deeper and to be different than it has been in years past. So that once you're kind of in that free mode, it's free to a certain degree because we're still asking you to do different things in order to be successful. So.
Yeah. One thing that you mentioned in the presentation, which I thought was pretty cool, is you gave like the Celtics example on Isaiah Thomas,
mm-hmm.
and you said that it was going to be updated throughout the year, because I think it was 14 hours played in it. And because of Rose's injury, the balls just changed so much, and you were still playing with them, and they hadn't changed as much. So I think that's a really important thing to do, to change them.
It's because we've always changed the rosters. We're changing the way the roster, both ratings and we adjust for injuries and trades and all of that. But historically, the playbooks don't change, right? But we can do that now. But beyond that, the way the coaches approach the game has been static. That we've never been able to change. And not only has it been static, but there was also no dynamic understanding of what each coach does, and that's what we're going to be able to change this year. And I think that's going to keep the game fresh for way longer than it ever has before. So.